All right, we're trying to estimate the measurements on the base according to the back before we secure it all together. What we need to do is make sure that since this top board's secure, we need to line it up. But the two bottom boards need to
two legs.
Two legs. We're gonna need to stretch a little bit in order to make this even with the other side, to where there's not a gap on one and an overhang on the other. So in order to do that, we have to push the leg in and out like that, and then secure that very thin board to the width we want it, and then make sure that the back is evenly spaced as well. It's a tedious process, but we'll get in there. All right, progress. So we haven't secured any of these down here.
Right.
We only secured this bottom one right there. Okay. That one as a spacer. This big one right here, and then so the big one we're gonna angle it so it follows the curvature of your butt, and so it shows a nice. We were gonna. I mean, you had the option to gap that and make it smooth, but it really doesn't need it unless you're really picky on it. So what we did was we still have this just kind of hanging by a screw right there. This is not secure. The back is not secure. However, we took the handles and we like, okay, how much out we want. We measured 5 inches. That's kind of our preference, and then the back. So if you look at it, it kind of goes out a little bit, but that's okay. We kind of tested in it and it was fine. So we secured one here and we made sure that it was flush right here against there, and then secured one there with clamps, of course. When you clamp it to hold it tight, it'll stay. And then so over here we did same measurement. We as you see, it's not a perfect, there's a tiny bit of gap, but it's okay. But we measured the same distance as that over there. And over here, to make the arms match, it took us a little bit, because the measurement between the end of here to the end of the board was 28.5 inches on this side, but it was almost 27.5 inches on this side only. So what we had to do is we had to kind of bend this a little, and the base is not secure, so it allows us some flexibility to actually bend it. So what we did is we increased the length here by pushing back on this, and then we put the clamp there while we were pushing back, clamped it tight. So now we're going to secure one screw there, just kind of get it all symmetrical and lined up. And like I said, none of these are secured right now. Actually, this front one's secured, and underneath that's secured, but we haven't secured any of those, so we'll get to that later. So, more to come. So now what we're gonna do is finish. So now we got one screw in each part of the square here. So we're gonna put a second screw in each one, and I've been using I forgot to mention earlier, I've been using these 2.5 inch star drives, and they're really good. They really secure really good, and of course, we're gonna countersink them, and then put the dowel, and so yeah, make sure we angle it really good, and don't countersink it too much, and just kind of estimate. Like over here, I take this and I say, okay, I don't need to go all the way through. Maybe leave a 1/4 inch or 1/4 to 1/2 inch, so where it just drives it through. So anyways, just let you know, we'll update here. All right, so we flipped it on its side. So Dad, what do you think? What we got next?
Well, I think we just anchor the legs. They go to the back. You anchor them to your back structure already. That's already in place.
Because these are only held up right now just by a little tack screw
only,
right
yes,
there, right?
by the pilot, what do you want to call it? The guiding screw there. That's going to be taken out later on.
Right.
We don't need that screw there.
Now, should we take that out before we?
No, I think you're going to have to use probably just a
Extension
hand screwdriver to get it out of there.
Okay.
Do you have one with a star or not? Have you done
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, you may be able to reach in there with a drill.
Extension or something, yeah.
But anyway, we're going to sink two 2.5-inch screws here. It doesn't have to be
Countersunk.
countersunk at all.
Right.
Just sink them in there good on both sides, both legs, this side and on the opposite side leg.
Okay.
And we'll start after that. We'll probably
After that, we maybe do this beam right here, or no? We wait. On
yeah,
that.
we have to concentrate on the next step.
base.
It's going to be
Yeah.
to establish an anchor like so.
Right.
To actually it's a brace is what
Brace,
it is.
yeah.
Not an anchor, but a brace from this leg to the hind leg, the front leg to the back leg, in this fashion.
Right.
So you're gonna probably cut it to size here and the angle that we need there, an angle here over here,
Right.
and we're gonna do probably either 1 or 2 screws going in both directions. I know this is kind of thin,
Right.
but we'll secure it with 2 screws to make sure it's good tight.
Right.
Tight setting in that kind of fashion. That's to kind of brace the whole structure,
Right.
so it won't shift on us.
And we'll do that before we put the seat boards on. That'll be like the last thing we'll do.
Yeah, well, we do this before. Probably we probably have to put the back. No, yeah, because the back, the foot. I mean the seat slat's going to have to be screwed from the bottom up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the big screws going that way to attach your slats on the seat.
Right.
So for that, you need access for your drill. So this cannot be in the way. So this will be last. So first of all, we need to probably go ahead and establish the slats here on the seat, and then this brace will be here at the last. To make sure that this thing is going to be braced properly when a person sits down, especially a 300-pound gorilla that may break it. It has to be structured good. That's just a joke.
And I couldn't do it without this guy right here.
Oh.
He's the MVP on all this project right here. Love you, Dad.
I love you too, mijo.
All right, so now we're starting to put the baseboards on the bottom, or the seat boards on. What we're doing is screwing from the bottom. We're only putting one on each end for now. Maybe put the second one later. But just need to be careful. I've been using, they only sell, at least where I'm at, they only sell 1 5/8 and the 1 1/4 inch, not a 1 1/2 inch. So the 1 5/8 too long, and the 1 1/4 too short unless you countersink it. So what I'm trying to do is not not sink these all the way. When I run out of these, I'm gonna have to go ahead and countersink. You could do either or, but like I said, just be careful when you use these 1 5/8. They won't. They'll go all the way through and poke your butt through the other side. So, oh, by the way, I meant to mention this earlier. Working with this wood is amazing. It's French oak, and you know the wine that's when you cut it or drill into it, just smells really good. So I just wanted to make that comment. So we'll check back once we get all these boards up and take a progress check. Okay, progress update. We got all the seat boards secured. We basically use the smaller screws for the inside, and then the longer screws to account for that little gap there. We tried to do our best spacing. It was a little bit of a, since the boards are curved, it takes a little bit of finessing. So all we have left to do is just install these braces, these counter braces, so the legs don't stretch too much when you're sitting on it. So when we do that, we need to make sure we don't, we gotta leave a space down here because we're gonna screws from the back, and we can't do it right here because of those screws. And then up here,
3 inches from the bottom.
about 3 inches from the bottom here, and then probably use the beefiest part of the board, so we'll probably cut in the middle, take measurements and do that. So but yeah, we're getting close to the end. So all right, so we're almost done. We got these bottom this brace already on. We're getting ready to put the last 2 screws on this brace, and we're almost ready for relaxation.
So push it up a little bit. Push it up. There you go. Right there.
Yeah, so what we did was we took a measurement while it was down so it's not wobbling, and marked it before we put this last one in, so we know that it's not going to be...
Sink it.
Ready?
Sink it right there. Okay. This way.
And we got to do this at an angle.
And you gotta...
And then countersink here. Ride the screw.
A little further on.
What?
A little further in.
Good. All right. Yeah.
You're good. Put the other one in.
One more.
3. Right, make sure it's lined up.
Wish I used that one we already
What's that?
used as a. We'll have to putty that in or something.
Yeah, we'll do. Look this way now.
What?
Look at this way. See the angle?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Countersink it. Almost there.
Good.
Oh, this battery went out.
Yeah.
Just in time, right?
Oh. Oh man, get up.
All right.
All right.
Here, get Dad. Woo, Dad. Good job.
All right. Number 1.
How do I take a picture?
Oh. All right, now putting some finishing touches on this thing. You see these recessed screws. They're not. They're. They need to be covered up. So we got this 3 1/8" dowel. And what I'm doing is I'm putting a dab of glue on the end of it, and then I'm tapping it in with a hammer. And then I'm going to take these handy little notch saw, I don't know what you call it, but it works great for this kind of application. So you just basically just take this and just kind of cut it flush. Like butter. And then what we'll do is there's a little bit of a lip on it. We'll just sand it down, make it even, and then you won't even tell it's hardly anything there. So we'll do that, and then put the oil on it, treat it, and it'll be looking spiffy. Alright, so what we did as a final step for this project is use some teak oil. This oil is known for its penetration values, and it's perfect for this French oak. It's a little wet. My wife went a little crazy on it, but as you can see, it really brings out the character in the wood. It'll dry up. But I'm trying to do a slow visual here. But anyways, yeah, full wine barrel. Whoop. Full wine barrel. 1 stave left. Hopefully give you some some inspiration, make something like this, John, yourself?